Hi everybody, welcome back. It is time again for the hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 2. This challenge is a prompt assignment challenge that I do each week where I draw a prompt out of this bag, and there's actually two prompts because it's opposites. And so you use one of the opposites for one piece of ephemera and the other opposite for the other piece of ephemera, or whatever. If you're doing a collage or a painting or a whatever, and you can use any substrate that you want. You can use, tabbed cards, guest checks, an envelope, just a rectangular piece of cardstock, whatever you want. You can make a different piece of ephemera every week, or you can use just playing cards like my friend Tammy at Lou Frou Studio is doing. She just uses, she's just making a whole set of playing cards each week. She does 2 of the playing cards. All right, so this time we're going to have light and dark. Okay, so one piece of ephemera will have something that represents light, and the other one will have something that represents dark. So you can go with sunshine and nighttime, whatever, something like that. Last week, for example, we had the prompts 25 was boy, so I did this little piece of ephemera. It's a cabinet card that has the backing, like they come like this. So I just turned it into a little booklet with some of the Tim Holtz pockets and just put all kinds of fun ephemera in there. And then that could just go into the pocket of a journal. And then the other one was girl, 26 was girl, so I did this adorable little girl, same idea, and then filled it up with goodies. You can, though, don't feel like you have to do 2 of the same things, like 2 little booklets or 2 tags or things that match each other is what I'm trying to say. You can do 2 entirely different things. It doesn't matter to me. The whole idea is to build up your ephemera stash. That's really the whole idea, and have fun. So I'm not a big stickler on rules, or you have to do it this way or have this many done or whatever. You can pop in one week and not do it the next week and come back 3 weeks later and do it. It doesn't matter to me because it's your ephemera stash. Oh my gosh, I moved the paper right when I start to draw the 8. 28. So 27 and 28. 27's light, 28 is dark. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So you do it however you want to do it, whatever works for you. All right, I'll be right back with my make. Okay, I am back. So we have number 27 is light, 28 is dark. So for light, I am going to make some, well, for both of them, I'm going to make a pocket. And this is just book page. Oh my goodness, if I can open it. That, you know how if you take out the stitching in old books, you can just lift out the double pages, signature, whatever you want to call it. So I did that, and then I'm going to glue along here and here and put a thumb notch, and then we'll decorate it up. And it is only 1 thickness. I may add a little bit on the inside at the tops just to strengthen it a little bit, and then we're going to be adding other stuff on it as well. So when I tear these, I can't open them. Yeesh. So how you guys all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a pretty good day. It's Sunday for me. I didn't get my video done last week because for Monday, because we had a funeral to go to. It was my very good friend of mine. Her mom passed. I think I've mentioned that. But anyhow, she gave me all kinds of old letters and just beautiful old paper stuff, because a lot of times people in the family or whatever don't want it because they don't if you don't have a use for it, it can be hard to keep, all that. It's kind of hard to keep your own paper stuff, much less other people's paper stuff. So I get it. But I benefited because now I have some fun things to use. So, you know what, this probably, I'm going to decorate it first and then do the thumb notch because I know, and I'll wait to glue it together too. I know it will just tear this old paper. So this is what I'm choosing for light. Isn't that pretty? It comes out of these books I have with old clip art, and I don't think you can get them anymore. I got them on Amazon, or old scrap. I guess it's not clip art, but old scrap. But yeah, there's lots of pretty images in those. Let me grab one just to show you guys. I'll be right back. Because I know people will ask. They're these Memories of a Lifetime fairy. This one's Fairies and Angels, and I think that's where I got those. I have them all marked and stuff on the inside, but see, all the images are like that. And then a lot of times I'll just print out a page, but it also has a CD. If nobody uses CDs anymore, but anyway, you can, if you have a CD, you can just pick out certain images and put them on a page and print them out that way too. But like I said, I don't know if you can get them anymore. I haven't looked. I have quite a few of them, and so every once in a while I go through them and take an image out of there. But yeah, they're kind of hard to find now. I got those back when I was doing, you know, just scrapbooking, because they were fun to add those old images. Always fun to add the old images. So this is just avocado dyed. I can tell I'm going to have one of those days where I can't remember the name of anything since I turned on the video. I don't know what that is. But yeah, we had a nice weekend last night. My friend brought over, hi Lorraine, say your name right, brought over all kinds of the paper goodies, and so we looked through a lot of stuff and read a lot of old letters, and yeah, it was nice. Her mom was so sweet, and I'm so sad. It's just the worst, right? We all go through it. But doesn't make it easy. And you know, you are thankful and like the stuff, but at the same time you feel a little bit guilty, because that's where I got these doilies too. You know, obviously you don't want somebody passing, so it was good to see her and nice to chat, and her aunt was with her, so that was the first time I met her. She's a lovely lady. So yeah, so I just wanted a couple layers, more for, you know, a little color, light color. And this will go on here. I don't know if what else did I have for there? I had these. This is from my Bourbon Rose digital, the different numbers and a few sayings, and then these are just butterflies that I had. And went nicely, so I'm gonna have to use glue stick on this. It's hard to use glue stick on doilies. You can, it's just a real sticky, icky mess. So this will help strengthen this old book page too a little bit. Oopsie, I went over way too far, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick it up. Oh, good, because old book page, man, it just tears. I don't want to have to cut off that ribbon. I like that ribbon up there. There you go. Okay, and like I said, I think I might strengthen in here just a bit to make sure it doesn't just tear. See, these are those pages like that where you can just lift it out once you cut the strings. I like to make all kinds of pockets with those because they're already hooked to each other, so it's nice. Let's see. Help if I knew how much, right? And I'm just going to glue that right down on there just to strengthen. But you can do it however you want. You can do 2 layers to start with, you know, like 2 pages, 2 of the full pages, so that you don't have to do this part, but no, I didn't put that on yet. So I'll take another piece and put it over here. I guess it would have helped if I did this, right? So it's straight, sort of. Okay. I might actually go across just to strengthen that, not really spine, but spine of that. Got to see my daughter last night too. She had to work, but she came home to do her taxes. She wanted Dad's help, so. Fun times, right? When you become an adult. It's all the good stuff we get to do. I'll put this down there. Down here. Sorry, I got myself confused. And then I'm going to put the butterfly up here, like that's what the angel's looking at. Very soft and pretty. Okay, so that will be my light, and then we're going to do a tag to go inside too, but let's get the, let's see if I can do the punch first before I glue it together. It's not going to be happy because it's still a little bit damp, but I don't want to cut very much because I want to keep as much of the doilies as I can. So just something so we know it's a pocket. Very antique-y looking what I do with my lid. Can't see when the camera's in the way. Oh my gosh. So we'll get this one glued together, and then we can start on the, we'll do a tag, a quick tag to go inside of there. I just love that little angel. She's so sweet. Okay, so let's set this aside. And then for the tag to go in that one, I've got just a cardstock in a greenish, minty sort of color. And then I've got a piece of old letter that my friend Lorraine brought me. Oh, see, it's super fragile. It's like you even look at it sideways and it tears. But I just love the handwriting and like a lot of the pen. I don't know if they were that color, but it's almost like they've faded out a little bit. Just fun. Fun, fun. It says golly right there. Golly. Pretty. And these came out of that same book as the fairies. They were on the same page, so I was like, I might as well use them because they go very nice. Beautiful flowers. And a Tim Holtz. I think this is a moth, not a butterfly, but I liked the color, so that's what we're going with. I'm going to use this. Very really pretty. And then I have one of those little quote strips, "Faith makes all things possible," which this is kind of my ode to Esther, because she was a very faith-driven lady. So I'm going to put this on there. All right, so in my little light colored pocket, I have that tag, and I made sure they would fit. I knew they would because they were narrow enough, but you know, the other day I had to tear my tag. Okay, so we have another one. This one's a little bit taller, and you can make these any size you want. I just tore them down so that they would, you know, fit my images. And this is my dark image with the fairies there. And they're, again, out of that book. But you could do something with, you know, sunshine, daylight, and then do a night image. I thought about doing the, what do you call them? Tarot cards again, because they're definitely like that. But I already did that for moon and sun. But definitely something like that would work because there's like moon and sun. So you could definitely do that. You could either have this, I inked the back because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. You could either have it as a pocket that attaches to your journal page, or one that goes in into another pocket, so a floating pocket. So, or clip it to a page as well. This one's a little harder. I'm going to mess it up just a little bit because it's so dark. I just feel like you're not going to be able to see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for scissors. I can't find anything right now because I have a big fat mess again. I'm telling you, I start a journal and I just destroy the room. Then I put it all back together, and then I destroy it again. There's just no way to do it and not, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's people that keep everything very neat and tidy. I just don't happen to be one of them. Because I get an idea and I just start tearing things apart, looking for stuff. And, you know, keep going with the idea and don't pick up after myself. So it's my own fault. My own fault. I feel like this one might need a little more in the background. Because I didn't get, like, I didn't want to use those doilies because they're so dark. Or, I mean, so light. Oh my gosh, words. So maybe one of these would work. I have this too, this strip of, like, trim, but it's paper. It's also from these books with these images. Kind of do. Those need to be a little bit bigger, and I don't have bigger ones. This one's a tiny bit bigger, but that's not going to help much, I don't think. Yeah, I'm going to have to find something else. Hold on just a minute. All right, sorry about that. I did not think that through well. I like got all the parts for the other one, and I didn't finish getting all the parts for this one. So I'm using a piece of the splatter paper that we made the other day. So there is a video on how I made this paper. It's just splattered with inks and Tim Holtz Distress Oxides, water, and then once they're dry, I stamp them, and then I splattered them some more with some silver ink. And then this is going to go along here, and I just need to tear the ends. Yeah, these paper trims are great to have, and I forget to use them all the time. Don't have a lot of them, but they are great. I love Gail Augustinelli's, and I need to print some of hers out. I haven't used them in forever, and she's got some really neat ones. The only thing I don't like is trying to cut them out. Like this one was easy. You can see it's just straight on both sides, but some of them, if they're fringy and stuff, they're not fun to cut out. But other than that, they're awesome. Okay. Oh, I think I wanted to maybe tuck the corner just a little. So let's get some glue on this if I can find a spot that isn't totally sticky. And then I just have a cut out number 2. I don't know why I did the number 1 on that one. It had 1 angel, this has 2. So I just thought that was kind of fun. I think I'll put it up there because if I put it at the bottom, you won't be able to see it very well with the black paper. Oh, totally stuck to my fingers. I'm a sticky, sticky mess now. Okay, so that's the front of that one. We need to strengthen this like we did the other. I need to get a new glue page. That one has become too sticky. Is it any wonder with how I do that? I think I get more glue off the paper than on the paper. This here. I love this old book page like that. Great texture. I'm going to tear a little bit off this because I like that overlap. It was just good for strengthening that. And I know I'm not going all the way down, but it just will help with the in and out of the tag. Okay. Put our thumb notch. Okay. And this is art glitter glue in my little bottle. I just put it in a different bottle. I've had a lot of people asking me what my glue is. It's art glitter glue. And then my glue stick is Scotch Create Permanent. All right, and for the dark tag, I have basically the same thing. Back with my Alice in Wonderland stuff. And then I've got letter, and this has just these dark leaves. That's the only reason I chose this one for this instead of the other. Oh, you know, I need to glue that other one down first. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my friend's mom saved all of her letters from pretty much, you know, young adulthood to current kind of thing. And so she just had, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm stuck to 2 pieces of paper. She had lots of really cool old letters. I do a lot of that as well. I struggle throwing away people's correspondence. Ever, like Christmas cards and everything. I have started kind of getting rid of Christmas cards because, oh my gosh, it just becomes beyond, you know, as you age, you end up with just piles. And so I did start kind of getting rid of a lot of them right after Christmas, unless it's something that, like, I think I'll use doing this or something. But otherwise I try, because oh my gosh, it's just too much. Too much stuffs. But yeah, it's really cool that she has all these letters. And like just little keepsakes from little trips they went on or whatever. I don't know. Really neat, like little tickets and just fun stuff. That one's gonna go there. A dark butterfly for this one. Just got my oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Bone folder, words. And this one I have more kindness, less judgment. I like that. That's a good one. Oh, I need to just do the edges of that. And then these will get stitched around, these tags. And I may go ahead and stitch around the pockets too, just because they're kind of fragile. All right. Put our pin and our glue, our lid on this. Glue here. Okay, so this is my dark one, or my dark prompt. And this is my light. So light and dark. And I hope so you guys can see them a little better. Take the, oops, that one. And then dark. I like it with that blue back there because she's got those little blue forget-me-nots there. And this was basically all scrap stuff. I mean, I did print these out, but I mean papers and whatnot, so very nice. All right, guys, there's my light and dark. I hope you enjoy creating yours if you're following along. And if you are, make sure if you post, like on Instagram, to use the hashtag 50 stack challenge too. And that way other people that are also doing the challenge can see what you've made and we can all, you know, check it out. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.